exciting episode of the Best Ever Podcast. It's your boy, Tru Sav, in the building. Oh my goodness. And the quarantine just don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. It's Quarantine 2020, live and direct from Oakland, California. It's been an amazing week there. Lots of interesting stuff going on. Live from the heart of the quarantine. I need like a news flash button, like the old school news reporters when I come on. Hot off the wire. Well, I missed you guys. It was another exciting week here in Oakland. Live from the quarantine. It's just getting kind of weird. Like there's kind of a new kind of norm cracking off now. It's well, number one, all the conspiracy theorists were right. All the doomsday preppers, all the people, all the tinfoil hat people, as you would say, I guess they were all right. They are on some funny shit, but that's all right. I'm gonna leave the conspiracies alone this week. Right after this. So the guy I work with, him and I were talking, he's ex-military, and we were saying hypothetically, if we were gonna start some kind of takeover, like how would you do it? And we came to the conclusion that we would restrict travel, saying that like you can't leave your county like it is right now. We would restrict the number of items you'd be able to get. We would also restrict communication. So like they're doing no large groups, no traveling from place to place, that sort of thing. Pretty much everything they're doing right now. The smartest move that they made, I know out here last Wednesday, they just passed an emergency ordinance that says that if you don't have a mask on in public as of, I think, this coming Wednesday, so it would be the 22nd, if you don't have a mask on when you're outside, it's a $1,000 fine the first time. After that, you're probably going to go to one of the little FEMA camps. So, not bad. I mean, I see what they're doing. Again, it's strange that they can pass all of these rules and regulations and they have all this money for all these things except for when we needed it. But that's another discussion. We also said that it was weird that some stores are limiting the sales of seeds, like seeds, just like apples, oranges, bananas, cucumbers, like they're not selling them. Allegedly, those aren't considered essential items. But I don't know. I could be wrong. It was on Facebook, so it's got to be true, right? This coupled with the fact that thousands of different CEOs are stepping down across the board, from Microsoft to, what was it, Royal Caribbean to, oh my gosh, I want to say American Airlines. At least 1,000 different ones have sold all their stocks and stepped down. So that's weird. Let's see. This whole mask and the 5G thing, I didn't really get into all that. I didn't really have time for all that because I'd be at work. Uh-oh. So, yeah. But now, so that was the obvious of how you would do it because it's plain to see. But the question was, how do you combat this as a regular person? And him and I came to the conclusion that you're going to need at least 3 weeks worth of survival skills. Like, we're not talking about your cell phone or anything like that. Like, if you want to be able to duck and dodge them, you're going to need some real deal survival skills. Like some John Rambo, what was my man? The dude who, I can't think of it. Chris Darden, I think? No, that was OJ's prosecuting attorney. Whoever that cop was in LA that took the police on a hot one for about a week, you're going to need those kind of survival skills. Like out in the wilderness, how to build a fire, what plants are edible, what bugs are. Like, that's the only way you're going to beat them at this, because They've got us. They they put a good one together. They were pretty smart. I must tip my hat to them. They they got us. But in happier news, like I said, no more conspiracy news for the rest of the day. I will start with some good news though. Your boy finally had the weekend off. I've been working like an indentured servant, and it was not cool. I haven't. I think I had one day off in the last 2 3 weeks, which is why the podcast has been a little bit sporadic. But now that we have this new norm of counting people in line to get into stores and wearing masks, things have slowed down. Originally, it was chaos, and the shelves were empty. We couldn't keep stuff on the shelves. Now we kind of got a rhythm at the grocery store owned by Amazon, and while it's not what it was before, we've now slid into this new norm of wiping everything down and giving people 6 feet, which no one ever follows. Outside of the store, people will give you 6 feet. They will jump out of the way to give you 6 feet. But in the store, shit. Man, if you don't get the fuck over on this aisle and stop playing. I have seen some stores do aisles that are one way. So that was different. I'd gone to the store yesterday and all of the aisles alternated with up and down. There was no going the opposite direction. It's different, to say the least. But I digress. So we finally got to have the good old date night because I haven't seen Mrs. Tru Sav in a while. Because I work from 8 in the morning until 10 at night. So I'll come home from lunch. But other than that, we didn't really see each other too much. So I finally was like, look, I don't got time for this shit no more. I got to go home to the woman I love. No, that's not what happened. Let me stop lying. She told me to bring my bitch ass home and stop sitting at work all day. And I acquiesced to her demands. What did we do? Oh, same thing. Got that good old hello guys and watched the movie. And I got to pick. She actually liked the movie this time. Who would have thought? What did we watch? We watched True Lies and some other movie. Damn, that's a shame. I can't remember what happened 2 days ago. I'm sure if I ask, she'll know. Oh, Upgrade. That's what it was. Oops. Sorry, guys. Upgrade. Very good movie. I think it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix or Amazon Prime. It's like $1. You got to pay attention. Really good movie, though. In that spirit, the one thing I did notice when I came home, though, I was like, where are all these fucking boxes coming from? Like, why are there all these Amazon boxes in the house? Like, where did you get all these? I was bored, and so, you know what? I don't even want to hear it. Well, we'll talk about your bored shopping later. But what I haven't done in a long time, top 5. And I'm going to do it right off the top. Let's see. Top 5, we'll call it, because we watched True Lies. And she even said that was a good movie. So let's see. We'll do a top 5 of Arnold movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Governator. Let's see. Top 5 plus 2 more. Right off the top. Getting right into the quality stuff. I would have to say honorable mention for my top 5 Arnold movies. Twins. Coming in at number 2 on the honorable mention. Twins. Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're separated at birth and they're twins. Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger being twins is fucking hilarious. I think, what was it? The movie, he was from Austria, something. A lot of corny Arnold jokes. I don't remember, why did I like that movie so much? Oh, because he puts the car on 2 wheels. In one scene he's driving the car on 2 wheels and like parks it perfectly in the parking spot. That was my scene. Honorable mention number 1, Last Action Hero. No one ever talks about this movie. Really good movie. Dude, what is it? Single mom and the kid. Kid watches this movie all the time. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the super action hero. Comes into the kid's reality where everything is backwards. So like Sylvester Stallone was the Terminator. Sylvester Stallone was Conan the Barbarian. Pretty. It's what do they call it? It's a tongue in cheek. It's pretty. It's one of the first movies where you broke the fourth wall. The fourth wall being when they look into the camera and say something because they're acknowledging that the audience is there. It was the first kind of movie like that. Way ahead of its time. I don't know why it was an honorable mention. I don't know. All right, number 5, Total Recall. That that was my man. Him. I want to say it's him. Sharon Stone. I can't think of the other female lead, but that was a good one. Total Recall is where you get that meme from where it says like when you do deadlifts at Planet Fitness, he's like, "What did I do? Stop!" That's Total Recall. That's where that meme came from. What was that? Oh yeah, Total Recall was you can have memories implanted in you, and it's like a fantasy thing, and it plays out and da 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 da. Pretty good one. I like that one. Let's see. Number 4. Ooh, The Running Man. Another post-apocalyptic one with my man Arnold. That was his thing in the early 90s, where he's accused of the Bakersfield Massacre. I'll never forget because I'd never heard of Bakersfield until I saw The Running Man. He allegedly killed all these people, escapes from this little prison camp, and they have a game show where you can compete for a chance to escape. And they had my man Richard Dawson from Family Feud on there. Good movie. Um, Number 4, or I'm sorry, Jesus, I can't count. Number 3, True Lies. Harry Tasker. I mean, come on. What is that? Arnold, Jamie Lee Curtis, Roseanne's old husband, that one Hispanic guy that they cast as an Arab guy in every movie. It was pretty good. Even my wife had to be like, "Yeah, that was a good movie," and we all know her taste is rather eclectic. Number 2, Eraser. Arnold and Vanessa Williams, and was it James Caan? He's a what is he? He's a CIA. No, he's in witness protection, and he protects people. And Vanessa Williams has this secret. Blah 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 blah. Arnold shoots a lot of shit, a lot of one-liners. One of it might be an all-time top 10. I don't think so. No, good movie, but not all-time top 10. Now, number 1 Arnold film. Jingle All the Way. I know. It's Arnold, Sinbad. Oh, what's my man's name? Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman, Sinbad, Arnold. They're trying to get this last toy on Christmas, and Sinbad and Arnold are going back and forth the entire movie. Um, uh, mm, Favorite movie? Well, that because Sinbad's in it too, and they're hilarious. I don't know why I like that one so much. Oh, I forgot. Maybe next time, Kindergarten Cop. But yeah, Jingle All the Way. We're gonna round out our top 5. Oh, making good time today too. And I got a secret for you, but I got to tell you at the end of the episode. I can't tell you right now. All right. So date night went smooth. Introduced her to a couple of Arnold films, to say the least. That was interesting. And then I would have to say the most exciting thing in my life happened to me. It was a Thursday. I was minding my own business, just out in the dock, putting stuff on cars to go inside. Well, I get a text message that I wasn't expecting. It was my wife. It was Mrs. Tru Sav. And it was very simple. Text message just said, "Hey, check your bank account." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." Like, I guess, like, am I supposed to pay like a bill or something? And when I looked, I was $1,200 richer, and that's when I realized I just got stimulated. And I was like, so I was like, and it had to be Thursday morning at about 8, 9 in the morning. And as soon as that hit, I was ready to go home. I was ready to tell, like, yo, I just got a comma in my goddamn bank account. Like, I'm going home, boys. I don't have time I don't have time for this poor people stuff today. I'm going to head out, y'all. My president just blessed me. Trump 2020, y'all. It was, yeah, it was definitely a surprise because I remember there being talk about this not happening and it would be another month and so on and so forth. Well, boy, them reparations hit. Ooh. And I mean, I didn't, I'm not gonna act like I didn't need it, but that shit was right on time, boy. Because I done paid off a couple more credit cards. I done paid, what did I pay? Phone bills and Xfinity. I fucked around and signed up for Netflix. It was like, this little 1,200 was right on time, boy. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some stipulations, though. Like, I don't, I know some people were saying it's like a loan, like this is just a front on your next tax return, or like this is taxable income, or something like that. Like that, I'm prepared for. Like that, that doesn't really bother me. What really has me thinking is, what did you agree to when you took that money? Like, is it now mandated vaccines? Is it you have to? Am I now obligated to do something? That was my main concern. I would, if you got to pay it back or if you got to pay taxes on it, that's a little or no concern. My real concern was, where is the fine print? Like, what is it? What do I have to do now for good old Czar Trump because I took this money? But I'm sure that will all come to light. I mean, nobody's. It was again, David. All right, really quick into the conspiracy thing. So I know they keep saying that they didn't know this was going to happen, and I know they keep saying that this is once in a lifetime. But they sure did close down everything really fast, didn't they? And they sure did seem to have a plan in order in terms of this payout, not just here, but in other countries. They seem to, within a month, because all of this happened in a month. The shelter in place started March 16th. It's now April 20th. Oh shit, happy 420. Burn them if you got them. So you mean to tell me that within a month, the entire world coordinated payments to citizens? Not only did they coordinate payments, but school is out in the United States. So they came up with all of this money for laptops for students. They came up with a curriculum. They tested a network that they know would work every time within a month. But this don't pass the smell test. Not only did they do that, but they have been able to pass. But they've been able to pass certain measures to where now you have to wear these masks. They've canceled all sports and anything at schools. Now they have all of these just open buildings sitting there. The courts are shut down. They've pretty much suspended the Constitution because you're no longer able to just walk around freely. You're no longer able to walk around without this mask on. You're not able to walk around without a piece of paper that says you're a worker. This doesn't seem like an emergency job. Like, this doesn't seem like something that's unfolding as we go along. This seems like a plan that was put together, and it's just brick by brick being laid out in front of us. But let me stop, because that's not what we're going to talk about right now. What we are going to talk about is, so we got our little we got stimulated. Trump broke us off this little 1,200, and that's all right. And so this is what This coupled with your tax money, I'm seeing nothing but frivolous shit coming up and down my timeline now. This is all people think got first them taxes hit. If you filed your taxes already, like most of us did in early February, early March, you already got that. Plus, you didn't got this little Trump change. You got your pockets right. But I mean, I see. What did I see? I know. DoorDash is through the roof at work right now. Motherfuckers in order. What's this place called? Gypsies, some kind of pasta place. Boys, lobster and shrimp all day. I'm not even mad at them. I know one thing though. When quarantine 2020 is over, a player's credit score is going to be at least 750. It's gotta be. You have no idea how good it feels when you go to that credit card page and it says, "Oh, you have a payment due on the 24th. What would you like to pay? The minimum payment, current balance, or current balance, current balance. Yeah. Go ahead, knock that whole thing off there. Knock me back to zero." It's even weird for me because when I look at my balance and it says current balance zero, I'm like, what do you, all of my available credit is there? Like, I'm not saying that quarantine 2020 is a good thing, but I mean, if you don't come out of here with your shit together, I don't know what to tell you. Also, it's actually kind of funny because now that I'm thinking about this, getting my credit and shit together, and I'm talking about you got to come out of here with a plan. Like you've got to decide, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is our course of action. Let's get it done. Two of the ladies that I work with must have had the same idea because they started well, they had planned. Well, no, they actually did. They bought the fabric. They bought. I guess they had got sewing machines for Christmas. So naturally, what would you do? They decided to start making face masks. Because I mean, all you need is cloth. The little things that go around your ear, and you can download a basic design online. I mean, it literally gives you the measurements. It shows you what you need to cut out. And if you're being fancy, you put something soft on the inside. Put like a nice little silk something. Put something as a filler in the middle. Then you put your outer design. Sell them for a couple of dollars, depending on how fancy you want to make them. Sell them for as cheap as $5, as expensive as 20. I mean, that was a hustle. When they had said that, I was kind of like, oh, that's silly. Like you're gonna make masks, and then bam, the next day it said you got to have masks on. I was like, well, all right, no, not bad. Very intuitive. I mean, I'm from Southside. I just go with the old bandana. Throw the bandana on. Out here, Sue whooped up. One of the managers, though, she got me. She fucked me up. I'm standing there, putting stuff on the shelf, minding my business. She just slyly walks up to me and was like, "Hey, so what time does the train get here?" I was like, "The train?" I was like, "What are you talking about, BART or Amtrak?" She's like, "No, the train. Like, aren't you waiting for the train?" I was like, "Nah, not waiting for a train. I'm just putting stuff on the shelf." It's like, "Oh, well, I thought you were waiting for the train with that mask. I thought you were going to try to rob them." Ah! I was like, this bitch. Motherfucker. Look like a train driver. Kiss my whole ass. I wouldn't even wear this fucking mask if you guys didn't tell me I had to, but group think. If a group says you have to do it, you have to do it. I don't want any problems. But yeah, they got their little mask thing offline, or excuse me, off the ground. They said they're going to do it. I don't come in to work till tomorrow, so I'm definitely going to hit them and be like, yo, what's the deal with one of the masks, Wody? Break your boy off. I've also noticed online, like we talked about last time, DoorDash is popping. We know that. But people are actually selling stuff online now. The barter system is back, baby. People are, uh, for those who don't know, the barter system is just exchanging goods and services. You're just not using money. So if you say, hey, I have 2 masks, but I don't have any money, what will you trade me? Oh, well, for your 2 masks, I'll give you 10 pumpkin seeds or whatever the case may be. Like I've definitely noticed that's the thing now. People are definitely willing to trade goods and services, unlike before. The only bad part about selling food online or selling your goods and services is that there ain't no Yelp. People will directly respond to your post and say your food looks like garbage or you can't sew or whatever the fuck. I mean, but that's what business is. You want to be in business. You want to get out there and make stuff. I mean, people forget. Like, the business world is a cruel world. Like, don't think just because you're at home and you're Susie Homemaker, you're just gonna throw some bullshit out there and people are gonna buy it. Like, that's not the way the game goes. Like, you're going to be subject to ridicule and what in the hell? Sorry, my children don't know how to act. You're going to be subject to ridicule if you come out there with some nonsense. I mean, so if you're going to start your own business or try to barter your wares, make sure they're top shelf, boy, because I don't want you to get your feelings hurt. That's not going to be. That's not going to be the one. Also, these artists too, boy, they've got nothing but time to sit here and try to draw shit and try to come up with a little bit of money. So now they want outrageous prices for shit. Trust me, I'm still trying to look for. I'm still trying to get more logos made because while I appreciate the effort some of the artists made, yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. They tried. They tried. So yeah, we'll leave them alone. I do have one. What's today? Today is the 20th. By the end of the month, so what, 10 days, I've got some new ones coming up. This one, this guy that I found this time, he's top shelf. I had to pay a little bit more money, but I was happy with just the sketch that he did. Just a black and white sketch was probably one of the best drawings I've seen in a while. Well, one of the best drawings that I've seen for the particular art that I need. So by the end of the month, we we might have a new logo. We might. Hopefully things work out. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, now back to the place that is gouging prices. No, they're not gouging prices. Let me stop. one thing, one thing I definitely get a good laugh out of is all of my and shout out to my essentials out here on the front lines of this bullshit. I did see a very interesting post on Facebook. This lady had said, all of these people that are essential workers right now, be ready for the class action lawsuit. And I didn't even think about that. Like, it never crossed my mind. Because again, I talked about last week about this strike that they were allegedly supposed to go on and how they were trying to unionize and how that actually wasn't a bad idea. Like, if there was ever a time to come up with a union, now would be the time. Because, I mean, you've got them by the short and curlies, as they say. Like, you have the entire workforce, and now is when you can make your demands because they need people right now. The only problem is they're not organized enough, and of course there's going to be scabs. So how do you stop people from crossing the picket line without using physical violence? Because then that turns to something else, especially now because they're going to try to use emergency powers. So if they shut down the grocery store, it's a big deal. But the point being, I never even thought about that. Like, at some point, if this ends, it again, I think Christmas is canceled, but I digress. If this does end, I'm sure a year or two after, there's going to be a pretty big lawsuit. Because if people are getting sick the way they say they are, and there's that much danger in it, and you're still at work, somebody's going to have to pay for that. But that's, again, out with the conspiracy theories. There are a few essential customers that we have. I don't know. Well, there are a few people who are essential workers who patronize us regularly who I've started to notice. There's the regular people you get that have their attitude, whatever, that still got their attitude. whatever. It's not my problem. Your attitude isn't a reflection on me. It's a reflection on you. There's the people who are kind of like it's been a month, so their money they got more month than money. Shit's starting to get a little funny. There's them. There's the people who have that 6 month fund that are just kind of kicking it, like, we're gonna wait it out, hopefully. And then there's my favorite kind of people. You all know them. We all laugh together. They went to Kaplan College, got their little shit together. They went to DeVry, class of February, and we all used to laugh. We all used to have a good time. You're gonna be a medical assistant. What are you, a single mom? What is your son your king? we all had a good laugh at him. What are you gonna do with that degree? Oh, I'll tell you what they're gonna do with that degree. They just happen to pick the one field that is in need of people right now. I'm talking about your favorite, my favorite, the medical assistant. Oh, are they on their high horses right now, buddy? Oh, we laughed in their face. We laughed. What are you gonna do with that degree from Kaplan? Let me tell you, motherfucker. I mean, I see the regular nurses. I see them. I see the doctors. I see the OBGYNs. I see all of them because they have most of the time they still wear their badges when they come to the store. But the medical assistants, boy, you can't tell them shit. We all laughed. What everyone did. All these years leading up to this, like who would have ever thought? The one person. Well, also, who would have thought that the fast food people and people who they all said were unskilled laborers who didn't deserve $15 an hour would all be the only people working? But I digress. Yeah, man. I see there's a lot of bougie medical assistants coming into the store to shop. And I mean, I feel it. Like, I will never look down my nose at somebody because they want to go to school to better themselves or because they picked an occupation that I wouldn't necessarily pick for myself. That's not my thing. But I for damn sure didn't think it was going to hit like this. Boy, and they are in there just throwing lobster and shrimp in there, just as bougie as they want to be. And I feel it. I feel it, man. Like, it's the same thing with that person at Togo's, or that person at Burger King. A month ago, they weren't shit. Now, they are the shit, boy. They're the shit and they know it. I love it when it comes full circle like that. But yeah, I mean, it's, again, this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying it's created a new norm. Like, we see just how unimportant certain people are. And what I mean by unimportant is, a month ago, they couldn't stop talking about Zion. And oh, LeBron this. And oh, the 49ers in the Super Bowl. And this is, and now, not a peep. No one cares. People used to literally laugh at me and be like, when I would tell them, oh, in the podcast, I don't talk about sports, politics, religion, stuff like that. Like, it doesn't move me. Like, it has no real effect on my life. And people would just laugh and be like, oh, what are you talking about? Sports is this and this and this and this and this. And now that it's been about a month, I mean, you see just how much you don't need it. Politics, same thing. It's been about a month with minus some minor game playing that the press has played. I mean, politics has no real effect. Religion is hurt right now. They need a hustle so bad. They are getting on their ass. My man Joel Osteen down there still charges to get in the church. I mean, and again, what you like is what you like. I'm not here to say that you shouldn't like whatever you like, but what I'm saying is the amount of energy that you put into something that doesn't really affect you on a day-to-day basis. Learning those survival skills, learning how to sew, learning how to grow food. Maybe that's a little bit more important than if LeBron drops 30 tonight. Just saying. But yeah, that my little shout out to my little bougie medical assistant. Y'all earned it. Fuck these niggas. Fuck you, baby daddy, to talk shit. Fuck me. I was talking shit too. I ain't gonna lie. I was the main one talking shit. Kaplan College class of February. But y'all are doing y'all's thing. What I dislike from the bottom of my soul, and if this is you, I apologize ahead of time. But if you bring your animal into the store and it's not a service animal, fuck you. I hate you. I hate you, your mama, your daddy, your great grandma, all that shit. Stop bringing your goddamn dogs in the store. Please. Please. Like, I get it. Legally, we can't make you leave. Like, I think the only way to make someone leave is if you ask them, is that your service animal? And if they say yes, then you can't ask any more questions. But if there happens to be a police officer right there and you ask and they say yes, then the police officer can be like, okay, where's your paperwork? And if they can't provide it, then they can get a ticket or get kicked out. But it has to be like a real police officer. It can't just be us. Because if we ask and you say yes, and then we're like, we don't believe you, and it really is a service animal, now we can get sued. So that's why people just bring their dusty, dirty dogs in the store. And it's gross. I mean, people's dogs pee in the store, they shit in the store, they're smelling food, they get hair everywhere. Like, it's not a fan. Absolutely not a fan. Like, it gets on my last nerve. And and I get it. The way that the rules are set up now, the only time you can leave the house is to walk the dog or exercise. So I get it. You're out with the dog, you needed to get something, all right. But I mean, don't bring your big ass 150-pound German Shepherd that's shedding into the store by like where produce and shit is at. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's the one thing that quarantine 2020 hasn't changed. Like, some people are still just fucking assholes, and like, just they don't get it. Like, just common decency. Like, no one wants your dog hair all over the fucking food, Sarah. Like, no one wants that. Don't bring your fucking untrained pit bull in here, Tyrell. Like, what are you doing? That's just all these introverts that are now forced to come out of their caves and deal with those regular people. It's, I'm telling you, common decency just isn't a thing. Oh, I have bad news. I just remembered. This is our homeless person update for the day. My man got evicted. My stalker finally got evicted. I came home and the whip was gone. I was like, damn, they done towed my man's house. Ain't that about a bitch? I mean, with the exception of, or if you don't get into one of the, if you don't get into, they have shelters out here. They're kind of weird. They're like a tough shed or something. I would say it's maybe 10 by 6. So 10 feet long, 6 feet wide, maybe 6, 7 feet high. They have these kind of, I want to say, emergency shelters. The ones I've seen have been, they're either under freeways or alongside of the freeway where it's just kind of one of those open patches. Maybe 25 or 30 of these. Well, I don't want to call them sheds because they're people's houses. Uh, Domicile, maybe, I guess, whatever. But, I mean, Jesus, it's only 25, 30 of them. So you figure the few, because I think you have to sign up for a program, but regardless, there's thousands of homeless people, and there's only 30 of those. So if you can find a car to sleep in, like, you're a player. There's at least, within the 4 blocks of my house, I can think of probably 15 different people who are sleeping in cars. I only know because I see them when I walk to work or when we're walking in a certain direction. Because there's him, there's the guy in the Benz, there's a guy in a Buick, there's a guy in a Ford, there's the guy in the Acura. And now, since no one goes outside, well, people go outside, but since you're not supposed to go outside, more and more tents have popped up. So streets where normally you couldn't get away with putting a tent up, oh, there's 7, 8, 9 tents on one side of the street. Sometimes their belongings are left protruding out into the street, but no one's out. So people would normally call on that sort of thing. They would call the city and be like, "Hey, there's stuff in the street. There's 10 tents lined up." But unfortunately, since people can't go outside, there's no one to complain. So since there's no one to complain, it only gets bigger and bigger. So that's not cool. That's not cool. I'll, I've got a secret that I have to tell you guys. But give me a second. I can't tell you right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was really unfortunate. But yeah, so my man, he got evicted, or I don't know what you would call it. He was forced to shake the spot. I don't know. So I didn't see his car for a couple of days, and I was growing somewhat concerned because even though he's my stalker, I mean, you're battling the elements. Like we've all got to look out for each other. As much as I pretended like it annoyed me, like I guess that's a problem to have. I'm annoyed that this person who doesn't have anything is asking me for help. That does kind of sound like an asshole thing to say, but sure enough, my man is resilient. He just moved his car to the next block. So he literally drove up the street, went left, and parked on the next block. It's just chilling. So I don't like I said, I don't know. I was worried for nothing. I know my man I know he's gonna find a new place to squat and kick it. He was he was cause I only saw him because I was walking home from work and I didn't see him on our street. So I walked to the grocery store. There's a supermarket maybe 2 blocks from the house. And as I'm walking, I see this homeless guy just waving a sign at me. And I'm like, wow, this is aggressive panhandling. Like he's waving at me from across the street to give me some money. And I look kind of closer and it's dude. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Samuel, where did you, how did you, you know what? I'm just going to stay on this side of the street because if I cross the street, you're going to ask me for some money. So I'm just going to keep it pushing. I'm going to wave at you and do it moving. So luckily my homeless homie is all right. So that's what's up. Ooh. Serious question. Nah, I'll wait. So, nah, fuck it, I got to. Nah, I'll wait. Okay, so one of the uh, one of the troubling things about working at the grocery store owned by Amazon, it is kind of hard to be in charge of shit sometimes because you can't show preferential treatment towards employees. So there's certain employees that I like. There's certain employees that I'm not fans of. I don't dislike them as people. I dislike their work ethic. And if I dislike your work ethic, it's hard for me to talk to you and like be nice to you. Well, no. That's a lie. I'll still be nice to you. I'll still treat you with respect, but inside I just wouldn't want to deal with you. So it was one of the young lady's birthday. And so again, we all know I don't really do birthdays or anything like that, but people like their birthdays, so I'll play along. So as soon as it was her birthday, I think I had bought her lunch or something, like some fish tacos or something. And since we're on this shelter in place, we can't really have people over. And I don't really drink, so I have at least like 9 or 10 bottles of alcohol that are just unopened, and like the good kind too, like the gallon size ones. But this is just sitting here, and I don't think this is going to end anytime soon. So I've just been giving bottles away. Like, fuck it. Here you go. So I decided, so I gave her a card, wrote some nice things. You're a nice person, nice coworker. I hope you get the best things in life for you and only you. And she was, and I was like, well, let me give you this bottle of Douce. I don't even know what Douce is. I just know all the rappers talk about it. And she didn't know either, oddly enough, because she said she doesn't drink. She's like, I don't like the taste of alcohol. And that's like, sweetheart, no one likes the taste of alcohol. It's just something to do. Like, I've never met anyone in the history of the world that said that alcohol tasted good. You just suffer through it because you know what's going to happen after you drink it. So, I mean, that's the way the game goes. So so I give her a card, give her a little bottle, and everyone in the room, as soon as she opened it, they were like, "Ooh, you got some Douce?" She was like, "What is that?" They were like, "What? You don't know what that is?" So that was cool. Like it was fun to do something for a little coworker. Cause I mean, everyone's birthdays are ruined. Like if you got a if you have a birthday after March 15th, like it's gonna be pretty whack. So I was like, why not? I figured might as well do something nice. I mean, she's cool. She's a nice employee. She's asked for advice on a couple of certain situations. So I feel like our relationship is a little bit different than most of my coworkers. But she's cool. It was fun because she was like, "Well, what do you want for your birthday?" And I was literally like a bottle of water because my birthday just passed on April 1st, and so she was all, "Oh, well, what do I owe you?" And I had to do something. And I was like, "No, like literally, just buy me like some water. It doesn't matter. Like buy me a Fiji or something, or like a gallon of water. It's cool." But no, you got me this, and I was like, I mean, I probably wouldn't take it. Like if you bought something expensive, I would just give it back to you. Like I just don't. I don't know. We all know I'm weird. Okay, I bullshitted enough. So the other day, I'm at work. We're in the back. It's me and another employee. We're sitting in front of the baler, and the baler is the thing you put cardboard in to squish it to do whatever. That has no bearing on the story. What does have some bearing on the story is I don't even know how to say this nicely. So I'm just going to be a savage and just say it. There is another employee who doesn't have the sweetest smelling of breath, and we all know it. Like it's an open secret. Like it's just one of those things. Like she's that or they are that one employee, and so me and this other lady are standing by the baler, minding our business, and now of course we're mandated to wear masks. So whatever. The the third employee walks up to us as we're standing there and says, "Oh, I hate wearing these masks. Like they just get in the way, and it's so hard to breathe with them on." And my mask fucking stinks. As soon as she said that, I tried with all of my might to hold it in. Like I really tried to hold it in. The other lady looked at me, and the look I had on my face gave it away. Because by the time the third employee had bent the corner, we both were in tears. And the reason why we were laughing was because, like I said, everyone knows that this person's breath is on hit every day. Like it's not even just like, oh, cause I mean, I'll be the first to admit I'm an ogre. So like, there's days when my shit is on hit. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said last week, my wife told me like I literally had to go to Dollar Tree, get some Listerine and bust it down. But I mean, that's just what it is. Like I was having an off day. This is different though. Like what's my man's name? Like Peanuts. Is it Peanuts or Pigpen? I think it's Pigpen from like Charlie Brown, where there's just like that cloud around them. And it's just like it's always there. Like if you walk up to talk to them, it's there. And they always like lean in to talk to me. And it's just like this this like cloud of smoke just surrounding them. And it's fucking god awful. Like it's bad. And as nice a person as I am, I just don't have the heart to tell them to be like, yo, because that's one of the things. Like, how do you tell someone your breast stinks? Like, how do you? There's no nice way to say that. It's it's not even that there's not a nice way to say it. It's that you don't know what their reaction will be. I think that's the problem with it. Anytime there's any type of odor emitting from somebody, like it's really hard to say. Well, which is oddly strange because there is a product called Honey Pot. It's a feminine hygiene product. One day I was looking at the box, and on the box, the lady who started the company, and this is on the box. This is on every box. She says, "Yeah, I had this, I had this foul smelling odor coming from my vagina for like 8 months before I realized it was vaginitis or broken pussy or whatever it was. And the ancestors came to me and told me I needed to fix this and so, and that's how I made this product." And I was like, wow, that's really bold. Like on your product box, you said for 8 months your pussy was out of control. Like that shit was on fire for 8 months. Your your pH was so off balance that the ancestors had to come from another realm to be like, "Girl, you need to fix that. You got a broken pussy." I mean, that's what's up though. If you can acknowledge what your situation is, all right, God bless you. I don't know how I would say that though to this person. That mm, I, any what was I going to say? Any suggestions? Please write us at bestdayeverpodcast@gmail.com. How do you bring that up to somebody? And again, it's not even a matter of bringing it up because it's one thing if you're in a close relationship with a person. Like when my wife said, like, "Nigga, you stink." I was like, "Oh, okay, I do, whatever." But even in the kindest of ways, there's no real way to tell a motherfucker they stink. Like it's I don't know why. I feel like it should be something that you should just easily be able to do. Pull them to the side, like, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but I mean, we've all noticed a distinct aroma emitting from one of your orifices. Could you please holler at that?" It's funny because I keep a pack of Altoids in my pocket at all times. As a matter of fact, I have them right now. Like I got my Altoids with me, but I just never I can never offer them to anyone. Almost because it's like if you offer someone gum or something, you're almost implying like, "Yo, you need this," because you don't ask people, "Oh, you just want to chew on this gum?" Like you don't chew on gum because you want to. You chew on gum because your breath stinks. But it's oh, I don't know. This is gonna bother me, guys. It's really gonna bother me because they're really a nice person. I really like this person. Like they're cool. I They don't do anything that bugs me except for when they breathe on me. And it's like originally I thought it was me. I just was like, oh, like they're having a bad day today. Like somebody must have forgot. They might have ran out the house. But when someone else, the reason why I know that everyone knows that this is a thing is because I heard someone make a joke about it. It well, fuck, we're here now. I might as well tell the joke. So I'm in I'm in the manager's office. We're chilling, doing what managers do, bullshitting, and two other guys are talking, and they're like, "Yeah, such and such and such and such. Have you seen the dragon today?" And when he said that, I immediately started dying. And they both looked at me and they were like, "What are you laughing at?" And I was like, "Motherfucker, is the dragon here today?" I was like, "I know who you're talking about." And they both immediately got silent and were like, "You're not going to say anything, are you?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, I mean, how am I going to say something? I'm laughing. But again, it's a weird space because it's like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because it's uncomfortable and we don't know how to bring it up. So all we can do is just kind of poke fun at it. I mean, again, I don't think that anyone is saying this in a mean spirited way to like really be like, "Fuck you, bitch, you stink." But it's just it's that awkward. It's like if you catch your friend's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife cheating or something, like you're now in an awkward situation where I could say something and have this person not believe me, and now I'm in an even more compromised situation, or they do believe me, and the shit blows up in my face, and it's like it's just so uncomfortable. It's one of those things that you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this ride. I'm gonna mind my business because what happens if they do respond in a negative fashion? Like, let's say you're legitimately trying to help. Like, hey, I noticed when you come in the morning, your breath is a little hot. Um, would you like a mint or three? Or because then what happens if it's like a medical thing? Because like HIPAA, you can't discuss certain medical shit. So like, what if it's that? Or I don't know. Like there's so many things that come to mind when I'm just like, especially with hygiene, because especially at the grocery store owned by Amazon, there's a lot of how do I? Nah, I'm not even. Look. There's a lot of funky hippie motherfuckers in there that don't shave, that don't use deodorant, that don't use certain kinds of soap, like certain what is it? A lot of commercial soaps have lies and diet number whatever. So there's people who don't use them. They only use all natural deodorants or all natural whatever, and that shit don't help. I'm here to tell you, I was a victim because I was on the hype like, oh yeah, I don't want to use these regular deodorants. It has aluminum in it and blah 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 blah. Well, the problem is when you use these all natural deodorants, whatever, like you have to reapply them throughout the day. It's not like the good old speed stick or whatever. You can throw it on, you're good for 8 hours. Mm-mm. You got about two, maybe three, and you got to reapply it, baby. Like it, that's just the way it is. It's kind of like what Africa. Well, yeah, it's kind of because Jesus. It's similar to when Africans come over here. They think that we're weird because we wear cologne and all these other fragrances and whatnot. And then conversely, we think they're weird because it's like, boy, you can't be walking around here smelling like that. That's not to us. To us, it's abnormal. To them, it's abnormal to be wearing fragrances and shit. So I mean, again, maybe it's just not my goddamn business. Maybe I should just leave it alone, which is probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just not even gonna. I'm not even gonna fuck with it because it's too sensitive of a subject. Personal hygiene is too sensitive to try to make any kind of or to say anything about or to offer any help. Like, hey, motherfucker, you stink. Like, but I digress. I digress. Oh, uno oro más. So, yeah, exciting week here in Okanda. We're out here getting stimulated. People are out here blowing bad breath on each other. These goddamn medical assistants are out here. Oh, oh, I've got time. I'll slide it in here real quick. That's what she said. Since we're talking about customers, one of the funny things I noticed is I get a lot of couples because obviously, if you're sheltering in place, you can only shelter with someone that you already have a relationship with, or someone that you know, family member, whatever. So you start to see the same couples over and over and over again. And it's funny because I always tell people, like, yeah, the relationships sound cool and all that shit, but a relationship is just being used to someone's bullshit. You're being used to someone's nonsense, and after a while, you just start to deal with it. Like you realize it's it's tomfoolery. And I say this because I've seen a plethora of people come down that pasta aisle, boy, that first week. Oh, babe, I'm gonna make my fancy spaghetti. Oh, okay, yeah, babe, that's what's up. Week 4 of that shit, your mom's famous spaghetti ain't shit now. People that got tired of that same old fucking Texas toast and spaghetti. Bitch, you can't cook nothing else. Well, nigga, I'm tired of that same funky ass beans and rice plate you made. Woo! Oh, people are getting real tired of that secret sauce, Karen. And I mean, like people are getting tested because again, we've been married. Well, shit, we've been together 13 years, so I'm used to her bullshit by now. Like it is what it is, and she's used to mine, so it doesn't really bother me. But people in these new relationships, like those are the ones you're really getting tested because there's nowhere for you to go. You're stuck with each other. You can't go out on the date. You can't go to the movies. You can't go out with friends. It's just you and this person that you wanted to be with. So, whew, God bless all of you in your new relationships. I really hope that works out for y'all. And again, what did they say? I think they said domestic violence was up 25% in the last month. But I fucking bet. You got all these badass kids at the house. You got your spouse at the house. You can't get no break. Whew. Y'all better learn how to meditate or something, boy. Because it's going to be I don't know how you're going to make it to December like this. I mean, we got at least, let's be honest, we got at least 4 or 5 more months of this. At least, at the very least. So, I mean, going ahead and button down the hatches, get ready for all that. So, I told you I had a surprise, and I do. We'll talk about him next time. But that's not my business. That's not my business was supposed to come out before the Best Day Ever podcast was. But because of the quarantine and because of some guests and a whole bunch of other stuff, a whole bunch of excuses, it couldn't happen. But today on 420, we might have, keyword might, have the first episode of the That's Not My Business podcast. And if we do, I don't know when I'm going to put it out. I might put it out directly after this episode. I don't know. I still have 12 more hours to put this one out. So if I can find my co-host, hopefully we'll put it out. So yeah. Again, I just got new pictures made. So within the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna put up some more. Thank you for responding on Facebook and Instagram because we're gonna get some of those turned into shirts. So we'll see what the most popular ones are, and we'll rock like that. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tru Sav Comedy. It's the same old story. Let's see. PlayStation Network, Tru Sav 52. Again, I'm accepting all challengers. Madden, 2K. I don't have baseball or hockey, but you can get this work. Let's see. Best Day Ever Podcast. Questions, comments, concerns. Best Day Ever Podcast at gmail.com. Again, I'm still taking recommendations. If you know somebody who can draw, send them my way. Nothing but top dollar for anything like that. What else do we have? Oh. I made the first Tru Sav t-shirt. Well, I didn't make it. My number one fan made it. My wife made it. I will take a picture and I will post it somewhere before the day is over. I just thought about it because that's what she was doing when she was at home frivolously buying Amazon stuff. She actually got a t-shirt made and was like, she had to remind me that she's my number one fan. And I appreciate Mrs. Tru Sav so much. I will buy you some water or something today. So yeah. With that being said, I got to go find my co-host for That's Not My Business. Hopefully she's still alive. I haven't talked to her in a couple days, so hopefully the weekend didn't do her too much damage to her. But yeah, what was I going to tell you guys? Oh yeah, I believe in you. I hope the best things in life come for you and only you. If no one's told you this week, I love every last one of y'all, and y'all are going to need it because we're going to be on timeout for the next couple of months. I can't get yesterday back. I might not get tomorrow. So that makes today the best day ever. I'm going to holler at y'all if I get my life together and we do That's Not My Business. It should be at the end of this. So when you look and it's like, why is this 2 hours long? It's because there is an episode after this. So I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace. Don't kill each other on quarantine. Holla at your boy.
Greetings and salutations from Wakanda, California. It's your boy, Mr. TRUSAV, with a very special guest today. Well, not a guest. I guess she's in charge of shit too. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What is it? Half woman, half amazing, phenomenal, some type of shit. I don't know. I haven't figured out her intro yet. But please give a round of applause for the lovely Allie Lovely. Yay!
Thank you.
I don't have sound effects, so I don't know how to do that.
It's fine.
But yeah. So, finally, 7 months in the making. There's 40 episodes of the Best Day Ever podcast, but there's no episodes. That's Not My Business. Why is that, Miss Lovely?
Because that's also not your business.
See how that works, guys? So, just very quickly, on the Best Day Ever podcast, we have a lot of rules and regulations. No politics, no sports, no religion, no race. Here on That's Not My Business, that's not the case. Everything is my business. I didn't come up with That's Not My Business. Shout out to Q. If we can ever get you to come on here, Q, we'd love it. I used to come up to this girl that I worked with. Her name was something else, but she went by Q because personal pronouns and some shit. And I'd always be like, hey, did you hear about Jay-Z and Beyonce? And she'd be like, you know, it's not my business. Or I'd be like, hey, did you hear about so-and-so in the blah, blah, blah department? That's not my business. So that is how I came up with with the name for this, because I don't really care about any celebrity stuff, but Allie does. So she's going to teach me all of the celebrity ratchet shit, and I'm going to make fun of them, apparently, because that's what I'm good at. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
Why are you so knowledgeable about celebrities and mess?
Not that. It's just that when I find a person that I like, I get so involved with it. I find every little thing that I can about them. And so I just so happen to know a lot of things about a lot of people. And so that's just how that happens.
I think that's called stalking. Like when you...
I don't think that's what that is.
Is it?
No. Because I don't obsessively know where they are and stuff like that. I don't keep tabs on them. But Do I know what their previous work was? Probably.
Okay, I'll give you a break on that one. So, what shit. What interesting celebrity gossip do you have for me today, Miss Lovely?
So one of my friends just pointed out that Doja Cat used to be a pop lock dancer.
What is pop locking?
It's like a form of dancing. I'll show you. I don't know if like you can see this, but like.
Wait. You're talking about the like roll bounce, the dudes that do like the robot.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Oh wow, that's so crazy.
It was really weird because like my friend was like she was really good, and that's why in some of her weird ass tweets that she makes, it's pretty clean. Oh Jesus.
Oh, you guys have no idea what I'm watching right now. There's this light skinned girl with hair doing some pop locking shit, I think. Okay. Oh. Okay. I get it. Kind of whack, but
I know. It's like she's kind of good, but kind of not good. So it's like, I don't know.
Okay, you gotta pause it because we don't have copyright for that music. But thank you, though.
Yeah.
I just realized I can look it up right now.
Yeah. So that used to be a thing. And I was like, holy shit. One of my favorite rappers used to be a pop lock dancer. That is
She's
so
a rapper?
Dope. Yeah, she's a rapper.
I remember her.
She was the one that came up with Move. And then everybody was like, who is this?
No.
Yeah.
She's the one that came up with Play With My Pussy, Not With My Feelings.
Yes.
And I was like, I feel that girl.
Yeah, Rules. That's a good song.
That's what's
She
up.
also has a song called Bottom Bitch. Also a good song.
You know where I learned about Doja Cat from?
Where?
Your Instagram.
Huh.
Because it's always a Doja Cat song. And I'm like, oh, who is that? Hold on, who is this person?
It's not always a Doja Cat song. Maybe.
Let's see if she's
sometimes.
attractive. Dun, dun, dun. Don't mind me, through the power of the internet, I'm looking this person up. Oh, Moo, I'm a cow?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate her. Okay, I mean, your average light-skinned chick. All right.
And she's super weird, and that's why I love her, because she's super fucking weird.
She is strange looking.
Yeah, she's super weird.
She...
I appreciate her oddness. It makes me feel whole and accepted.
She looks like a dark-skinned Shakira. Or like if Britney Spears was mixed. Or if Nicki Minaj was in this hood. She's different. She's very different looking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to just... I don't know that I've ever seen anyone that look like this before.
And her ass is great. She has a great ass.
I mean, let's see, Google.
Go to Juicy. Watch the
What is
Juicy
that?
video.
What is that? Wait, what? Oh. Okay. I don't even need to watch the video. I agree with you. Not bad.
Yeah.
See, this is why I hang out with young people, because they know all the cool shit. I would have never found this person. I just know Moo like a cow, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to know anything about her.
I thought that song was really cool, and I listened to it every day for like a month. And I was like, I need to know who this person is. And so I like found out she was like popping, and she got signed in like 2015 or whatever. And like she never got popping until that song, really. I mean, she had a song called So High, and that was cool. But Moo really was like, damn, who is this? And then people were like, oh, I'm fucking with this. After her like other shit.
Okay. Oh, this is just the lyrics. I fucked up. Okay. Doja Cat. Put it on my playlist. I will do that. You told me about... Who is this funny person? Wait. Before we do that, I had something very interesting happen. This morning, I'm in a group chat with the rest of the savages, and I wake up to a text message that says... Oh, shit. I fucked up. Basically, one of our mutual friends was dating this girl who was very attractive, and he decided that he was going to take her to Jamaica for her birthday. Now, they're dating. Like, they've been together for a month, 2 months.
A month? And you're taking her to Jamaica? Can I meet this man?
I mean, you might have a shot. I'm just saying.
Hey, next podcast, I might have some stories.
Oh my God. Allie Lovely, that's Instagram. Uh-oh. I can't log in. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I'll show you my phone. Anyway, so he takes his girl to Jamaica or whatever. They get back 2 days after quarantine. I look at my Facebook last night and he's like, oh, this quarantine is really showing people who they really are and blah, blah, blah. And people are so fake, blah, 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 blah. So apparently she broke up with him after she came back from Jamaica. And in the group chat, they were like, oh, well, she was a gold digger and this and this and this and this and this. Hold on, let me show you what she looked like. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait. Did she look like a gold digger? Bam. Boy, she looks like
Oh, I thought that was Dre.
3
I
snacks.
was like, oh, she's cute.
Boy, that's not what he was looking at.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. So basically,
Kind of. With that hair, kind of.
Hey, I would have made a donation. So yeah, so he takes her on vacation, breaks up with him, and so now they're saying, oh, he should have known. Like, he should have known she was a gold digger. So was it his fault for being a simp, or was it her fault for taking advantage?
I want to say it's his fault because, like, after a month, dude, like, are you serious?
Okay, I think they'd been together before, though. I think this was, like, their second go-round.
Okay. Like, if they, I don't know. If they have that kind of relationship like that and they just do shit like that, I guess that's fine. But if there were some red flags, like, did she always ask you to take her shopping? Did she always have you go to the nice-ass restaurants with the freaking silk napkins? Not the regular ones, but the cloth. Like, no. Like, we're not doing that shit over here.
Bougie Betty.
Bougie Betty. That's how it is. Does she have expensive shoes? Are her nails always done? Shit like that. Like, you know, basic shit. But if that's, you know, none of that, then it's probably your fault.
I gotta blame her. It's her fault.
Really? It's her fault?
It's gotta be. I mean,
How say?
If it's a month in, so let's do the role reversal. Let's say I'm dating a girl for a month, or this is my second shot at dating someone. And a month in, she's like, hey, I'm going to take you to Jamaica for your birthday. I'm going to be like, pump your brakes. Because I know things like that are conditional. So, like, you're taking me to Jamaica, but, I mean, it's a month in, so you're going to expect a lot. Because, like, if I break up with you after this, I'm going to look bad. You might do some crazy shit, like... but then we don't know why they broke up.
Yeah.
Because he deleted all of the posts that have her in it, but she didn't. Mm-hmm. So she still has pictures of him up where she's like, oh, my best friend and my boy toy, whatever the fuck. Thank you, Big Daddy. So all of those are still up on her page, but they're down on his. And he's talking about the quarantine. So I'm like, maybe he had unrealistic expectations of what was going to happen. He thought that, oh, I put a down payment on the pussy. Right. It's mine now. And she was like, no, sir.
That's not how this works. It's definitely not how this works.
You just got your turn. And now he's upset. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to my man. I hope he gets it together. If you have any relationship for my man, that's not my business at gmail.com. Please let us know. I've been laughing about this all morning. It's been really bothering me. Because, I mean, they're making fun of... Well, in the group chat, they're like, oh, he's a simp, this and this and this and this and this. I'm like... She was not ugly. Like, 1 to 10, she was at least... 8.5.
Yeah, she was like an 8.
So, I mean, if your wife is a 4, I don't want to hear you talking about what you wouldn't have did for some pussy, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. Get the fuck out of here. I would have did that. Like, nigga... You're making bad decisions in your regular life. You're going to tell me, let me stop. Because somebody's wife's going to be mad. Oh, who's that one guy that you always love talking about? The little short guy from Atlanta. What's his name?
Childish
Clifford?
What?
Clifford.
No.
Yeah, there's the rat.
What?
So his industry name is T.I., but I will refer to him as Clifford Harris because that was his government name. Because when he told.
Oh, that guy.
You didn't know that? He was a tattletale?
I didn't know what that was about. Is that what he went to jail for?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He basically,
I didn't know what that was about.
He got caught with a whole bunch of guns.
Oh.
And then when he got caught, basically he's a felon. He got caught with automatic weapons. It's a mandatory minimum of 5 years. He did like 6 months in a PSA. He tried to, I didn't snitch on nobody. Sure you didn't, buddy. Sure you didn't. And now you're on TV using words that you can't pronounce. But I digress. So you told me he did what? He looked at his son's vagina or something?
His daughter's.
Wait, what? Wait, that was for real?
Went to the office with her for her OBGYN appointment and wanted to make sure that her hymen was intact, that she was a virgin.
Wait.
Also not how things work.
The guy who cheated on his wife wanted to make sure that his daughter wasn't getting any action either?
Yes.
I mean, that's normal, right?
I think so.
No. Like, that's normal. Like, your dad goes with you to your OBGYN.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Because that's not his business.
But it is, though. You live in his house, right? He pays your bills.
I pay my bills, too.
Fair point. But, I mean, I'm just being devil's advocate. I'm trying to justify some reason to want to be in the room when it's like, oh, yeah, I want to see that, doc. Can you make sure? Can you take a picture for me?
Ew. And it's like, why would you want to see that, you weirdo?
Is he looking or is he just
I don't know. Like, I don't know the specifics of it, but that's...
Like, even going to the appointment. Like, okay, I got it. Like, you want to take her with you. Like, that's cool. Like, whatever. But, I mean, if you're actually, like, in the room, like, let me see, doc, can you move out the way? Can you move that, what is it? Specky the Spectrum? Can you slide that a little to the left? What? I'm just saying, bro, like, that's, I don't even know how to describe that. Like, never in my life would I have thought, like, oh, let me make sure that my child isn't being an adult. But, I mean, how old is she?
I don't know.
You're supposed to be the expert.
I don't keep up with T.I.'s family.
What is she like? We'll say.
I think she's like 17.
What? Hold on.
I think she's 17.
Hold on.
Deja? She might be 18 now. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't watch the show anymore, so I cannot say.
Wait, they had a show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that word.
T.I. Family Hustle.
Where he mispronounced big words. And tiny. Oh, she's 18?
Oh, okay. See, I was right.
March 18th, 2018, T.I.'s daughter is 18 years old. She was born June 17th, 2001. She's like 19 now.
Okay. That was
close.
close.
Are you looking at grown vagina?
Right.
Ew.
Right? Like, weirdo.
I mean, it's the double standard, though. Like, you got to make sure your daughter's not too much of a hoe. And then you got to make sure that your son is expressing his masculinity. I guess. I mean, as gross as it sounds, isn't that a double standard that we all kind of buy into? Like, if I catch my son fucking, I'm going to pretend to be mad. Like,
I mean,
oh.
I plan on helping my daughter sneak out the house if my husband says no. So.
Time out. What? You're not just going to say that. Like, what? Wait.
Was that too much?
Yes. Yeah. You're going to help. Wait. Hold on. Let's backtrack. You're going to help her sneak out?
Yeah.
So it's just going to be you and your daughter against the dad? Like, how? Wait.
Yeah.
You're going to have to justify this. Wait a minute. No, what?
What do you mean? Girls need love too. # Summer Walker.
Who is that?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's the girl. I know who she is. She said...
she doesn't like showers.
Wait, what?
She said that.
Hold on. You're saying too much. There's too much going on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. This is what the pen is for. So, that's the girl. She's a song with Drake that I like. because she was like something.
Yeah, girls need love too. Yeah, girls
Was
need
that
love.
one?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I just liked it because she was like something. I just want thug. Fuck all this love shit. And I was like, why do you have Drake on the song? I mean, but whatever. So wait, she doesn't shower? Like
I guess she does, but I guess she doesn't like it. She prefers baths, I guess, which I don't understand.
Oh, okay. I was like, nigga, wait. What do you mean you don't like showering?
Like she bathes, but like not like showers. She like takes baths and like I guess however else you bathe. I don't know what other alternative there is besides taking a bath opposed to showering.
There's whole
But
baths.
that's her exactly. And she posted a picture with a sink and a bowl and a rag. So that's what I'm. And then she said I don't like showers, but she posted that. So I classify that as a whole bath.
Ooh,
So she takes baths and whole baths. That's all I know.
that's big right there. Ooh, you nasty. Who is Summer Walker? Let me see. You got that? Hold on. Don't like to bathe. This is about to be.
Hilarious.
So like, I have a thing where like I talk about I want to be homeless all the time. And my wife gets really mad because I'm like, fuck it. Think about how much money you can save. It's like, where would you take a shower at? It's like, fuck it, we could take whole baths. No. Summer Walker might be the one for me. I don't know. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, she looks like she does bathe. But I mean, oh, yeah, like Doja Cat was like, okay, she's got a couple of neck tattoos, a couple of hand tattoos. I mean, fuck it. Taking pictures in somebody's bathroom.
She used to be a maid. She had her own cleaning business, and she would post videos of her cleaning people's houses. That's what she did before she got famous.
God bless it. I'm not gonna say it looks like it, but yeah. This is somebody that would sneak out of the house, get fucked in the park. Oh, and she doesn't shave. All right. Whoa. Oh, I saw that. This is the girl that got choked by London on the track or something.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta get out of there, sweetheart. Yikes. Okay, so she doesn't bathe. She likes thug nigga. Well, unless she's getting choked, but wow. Okay, that was deep. So wait,
Her music's really good though.
I would agree. I do like her. I just didn't know what she looked like. I mean, I wouldn't be proud of that. I wouldn't take her to the barbecue, but I mean, she's straight for the stroke. So wait a minute. So you're gonna help your child sneak out of the house?
Yeah, I mean, you would give your son condoms, right? Why can't I give my daughter birth control?
That's a different subject.
I guess.
Being safe and sneaking out of the house is two different things.
Well, would you help your son sneak out the house?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
The only person in this house getting pussy is me. Like, what? Nigga, you don't pay no bills around here. So you think you can go live for free and get some pussy? No, sir. No. Not at all. If you move out, then hey, do your thing. But you're not gonna be living like you're grown. Absolutely not. So wait a minute. So shouldn't you and like your partner talk about that? Like, hey, little Doja Cat is fucking trying to go see her boyfriend or something. Like, how does that work? Like, you're gonna like put a ladder next to the window or something?
I guess, yeah. Give her my car keys or something. I don't know.
Wait, what? You've been like planning this out? Like, are you thinking like years in the future?
Yeah.
With my child? Wow. I let my child sleep. Why do they? How old are they? How old is this hypothetical?
17, 18, 19, whatever. High school, end of high school, college years.
Should they be fucking in high school?
End of high school? You don't think that's...
When did you start fucking? Or is that not my business?
Also not your
Okay. I didn't start getting pussy till like I was like out of high school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what everybody... Really? Yeah. I was a late bloomer. Like, I feel like there's just too much shit going on. Like, there's too much emotions going on.
Yeah,
like
that's definitely true. Because when I was fucking my first boyfriend, I was obsessed with that nigga. And that nigga was ugly as fuck. So, yeah, that's what happened.
Right.
That's upsetting.
So, I'm going to spill some tea. I was looking at like my old like high school yearbooks and like middle school yearbooks. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I remember when I had a crush on God damn,
Right.
why do you look like that?
Yeah, it's crazy when you look at them like years after not seeing them, and then looking at them when you like had a crush on them. Oh my god, it's like, what the fuck was I thinking? Was I blind? Like, shit.
This was a bad one, huh?
Stevie Wonder would have been great.
She's stupid. But everything happens for a reason. Was it? I mean, so would you do boyfriends then? Boyfriends, girlfriends? Like, would that be like at what age?
Like 17.
Ooh.
I feel like that's okay.
Oh, I'm a tyrant. I gotta be like, nah. Well, I guess there's a fine line because if you make something, if you say they can't do something, they're gonna do it.
Right.
So I guess the fine line is how do you present that? Like, hey, look, I know you think this is who you want to be with, but I mean, I wouldn't.
It's like, how do you present it in a way where they see it that it's like for them, but they don't think it's for them, you know?
Right.
Like,
how can I make this relatable without you getting hurt?
Right.
And crying for a week. Do girls still do that? Is that a thing?
Yes.
You still cry over guys?
Yes.
I did one time. Well, not over a guy. I cried for like 3 days. Got that good algorithm rotation. What was it? How do you mend a broken heart? I was like, and it's funny because we're still friends on Instagram or on Facebook right now.
Mm-hmm.
How would I describe her? She looks like the bottom of your shoes. But she's what? She's a really nice person. She looks like she's 80, but she's like 25.
Oh.
Is my Instagram? Nah, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll wait until we're not recording. But I don't know. I guess you're trying to save your child's feelings, but I mean the world is a cruel and insensitive
I'm trying
place.
to get her to understand, but be prepared at the same time.
Oh, to her?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't sneak the boy out?
No. He's gonna do his own thing with his dad.
Double standard.
No, that's his dad's thing. I'm gonna help if his dad doesn't do it. I'm gonna help. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna marry someone who's gonna be bomb. So why is that funny?
Everyone says that before they get married.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
It's gonna be so much fun, and we're gonna fucking do scrapbooking together.
I did that before. That's just like, I'm pretty sure he burnt that shit.
You're just gonna make mean-spirited jokes about each other all the time. That's what marriage is. I hate to be the one to tell you.
I mean,
love you, babe.
Hey, if that's what it is what it is.
So he's bomb. So you're gonna sneak her out because
if my son is not a player by his dad, he will be a player by me.
Player. Wait, what is it? So what is a player? I know back in the day we used to have 3 definitions. There's players, pimps, and max. Do you know the difference?
No.
A player is someone who is sexually motivated to get what he wants. So he'll say or do whatever he wants to get sex. A pimp is someone who's financially motivated. So they use money is the end result and sex is just something that they use. A Mac is somebody who uses his mind to get both money and women. So you want your son to be a Mac, not a player.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
Thanks. Did not know that.
I used to be fast talking back in the day. But why would you? I want my kid to be a nerd. Like an absolute nerd.
I mean,
like,
because I was a nerd. And that shit ain't fun. So I don't want that for my kid.
Is it?
Like, it's cool, but then it's really lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't want that. Especially if, like, I'm going to have one, probably, most likely. I don't want that to be their life. Like, I want it to be a nice balance, but, you know.
So shouldn't it be, instead of having them be a Mac or whatever, let's work on their social skills. So you can be a nerd, but you can be a nerd that knows how to interact with people.
Yes.
And not just with
You're not going to be a socially awkward freaking, I don't know, fucking, hello. Like, I can't, like.
Hi, girl.
Right. I'm not.
I know somebody like that. Well, his name, I can't say his name. We talk about him in the group chat a lot. Really nice dude, came to my wedding. Cool dude. His problem is that he aims too high. So, like, he wants Instagram
He'll go for
model.
the baddest bitch in the room and then be like, I got this. And then fucking go and be shut down.
No. He gets friend zoned. Okay, perfect example. High school cafeteria. It's always a dangerous place to be. My man...
Any cafeteria anywhere is a dangerous place to be. I feel like that's a social breeding ground of, like, insecurities and fucking, like, either it's insecurities or fucking people who think they're too much. And it's really out of whack.
Isn't that what life is, though?
Yeah, you could also spin it that way. Life is just a big-ass cafeteria of people who just, or either or.
High school is like when you bring your dogs together to play when they're young. Like, you're socializing them. Like, there's a hierarchy to things.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who have certain privileges that they didn't earn, and there's people who are weird, and you have to learn how to deal with them. High school is just like an introduction to regular life, I would assume. And we went to the all-white high school, and he's black, the guy I'm talking about. He picked the cutest Jennifer Aniston looking white chick and like sung a Boys to Men song to her.
Oh my god!
In the cafeteria.
Oh my god! People really did that?
Oh yeah, like in the.
Oh my god! That's like some movie shit.
Like, because it was a rainy day, so like we couldn't.
Oh
go outside.
shit! It was raining.
So,
oh shit! That's like some music video shit.
So like everyone's in the cafeteria and he's fucking. I'm down on bended knee because Boys to Men was hot, and so she just like runs out of the cafeteria and he's like, I don't understand why she doesn't like me. And it's like, well, number one, you're weird. Number one, like, who the fuck is singing Boys to Men songs in the cafeteria? And like, you're just not her type, bro. Like, what don't you understand? Well, that's not fair. And this, and this, and this, and like,
how is that not fair?
Because guys are weird. Guys aren't weird. Let me take that back. Simps are weird. So the way simps think that relationship works are, if I do something nice for you, you now owe me some pussy. So I opened the door for you and said, oh, hello, my lady. You owe me some pussy. I took you on a date. You owe me some pussy. I've done 8 nice things. Now you owe me. They think it's like a contract. It's weird. It's like, no, buddy. Like,
yeah, I
that's
had to block
goes.
somebody like that like 2 weeks ago, and he was a psychopath. Like, he called me on Snapchat, blocked him on Snapchat. He called me on Instagram, blocked him on Instagram. He made a whole new number and called me from that fucking number 6 times. And then he made a whole new Instagram and was messaging me from that fucking Instagram. I was like, this nigga is on some other shit. I was like, this is how bitches get killed. This is how bitches get killed.
That's super. Wait, you can call people on Instagram?
Yeah.
I'm
it's like
so
FaceTime
old.
on Instagram.
What's FaceTime?
What?
I have a Droid.
Oh, yeah. You don't have an iPhone. It's like Skype.
You just keep naming things that I don't
Okay.
know. You're just naming shit.
Zoom? No?
No idea.
All right.
No
I'm
idea.
just gonna...
I just said someone was in the cafeteria singing Boys to Men. I have no idea what technology is.
Okay.
I just figured out, what do you call them?
How to use a laptop?
No, I know how to do that. I just found out there was this thing called Tinder.
Yeah, you didn't know about Tinder?
I'm married. Like, what am I going to do with the Tinder?
True.
Like,
Very true.
I'm going to end up on an episode of Snapped if I have a Tinder.
That's
Like, that's not going to work out. Fuck. So wait, hold on. So he's a simp. I fucking lost track. Oh my god.
Your friend is a simp.
Well, yeah, he's a simp. Like, that's what simps do. That's also a simp too, calling from different things. Like, that's fucking scary. But this is all because your kid you're trying to help him climb out windows and shit.
Yeah.
So maybe we should work on them being like, what's the word? We just said it.
Socially aware.
There you go. Because I couldn't come up with that. I was fucking up. They need to be more socially aware. They don't need to be dating. Because nothing but bad things happen when you date early. How many people you know married their high school sweetheart?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, like 3.
Fuck out of here. Now we're
No,
just making up
seriously.
shit.
And I'm like, this is crazy. They've been together for hella long, and it's like, I know these people. It's weird.
I only know one person who got married and they were a virgin. You know who that was? My mom. So it's weird sometimes to hear people talk about, oh, like my ex-boyfriend before your dad. It's like, what? Like I've never heard that story before. It was always, oh, I met your dad, and
yeah,
that was it.
Yeah.
So like, oh, this guy I dated in college. Like, what? That was a thing? Applying my standards to other people. Ah, all right. I can't talk about Sims anymore. We've been talking about them all morning. Wait a minute. Don't you know someone famous?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Didn't you just say you knew someone? So before we came on here, we were talking about one of our favorite shows. Well, my favorite show, Insecure, with my
shout out to Issa Rae.
Oh, you didn't? I just talked to her this morning. I was supposed to go down there, but we're having some difficulties. My wife is here, so we can't really be as public about it. Babe, I still love you, but Issa's got that money. So what, season 4 just started last Sunday?
Last Sunday, yeah.
On Easter? Did you watch it yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't spoil it. I haven't watched it yet. So wait, didn't she know somebody on there?
No, the guy that I know has a song that's playing in one of the episodes.
Wait, what? In the second episode or the first one?
It's the intro to the second episode.
Well, shout him out.
Shout out to Michael Sneed.
Little
Snickerfoot on Instagram.
Little what?
Little Snickerfoot.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Little Snickerfoot? Interesting. I just watched season 2 and 3 the other day.
Nice.
So I had to catch up. I forgot. That shit was wild.
What's your favorite episode so far?
Oh, that's easy. Where Lawrence fucks the 2 girls from the grocery store.
Wow.
And they were just, what? Of course, that was the best one. That's what Single is. And they were like, so, are you ready? He's like, for what? Like, motherfucker, to keep going. Like, that was the best representation of what it's like to go from, like, a relationship
to being
to
single.
back to single.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, like, you don't want to, like, talk about your feelings and shit? Like,
no, bitch.
No, motherfucker, like, what are you doing? Oh, but, like, I just want to, like, hang out. Like, like, yeah, that one.
There's a perfect TikTok for that, actually. You don't know what TikTok is? God damn.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. That's the little dancing thing.
Sure.
The one where, like, they play the music. Oh, wait, that's the one that China steals all your information on.
Yes.
Yes, I do know that one.
Yes.
That's on the Conspiracy Theory Hour. I talked about it. Okay.
There's a song, and it's like, it goes, take off your top, and then she's like,
damn.
And then it's like, it says stop playing, some take off your top, and then she's like, do you know what it feels like to fall in love? And then it goes back to take off your top, and I'm like, yeah, that's how it is when you're freshly single.
I would agree. My nigga. Ooh, I missed that. I want to watch that. Oh wait, it's Monday, so there's 2 episodes. Perfect. You know who Orlando Brown is?
Yeah, he's from That's So Raven.
So he says a lot of crazy things.
Doesn't he have a crack?
Okay, sure. It's not my business. Whatever he does is personal time.
I swear I saw a video where he was like, I got that crack. And I was like, so you're just openly saying this. All right. It was crazy.
I'm pretty sure that, what do you call them? I'm pretty sure we're ingesting shit that's worse than crack. Like this GMO shit and shit in the air.
You're probably right.
But I mean, I guess crack still has a stigma to it. But he, well, first he said he was fucking Raven. Like, that was pretty funny. But recently, he said something pretty scathing. He said he got fucked by Will Smith. Yeah, long dramatic pause.
Not the Fresh Prince.
You think Will Smith is heterosexual?
Sometimes.
So he's bi. I didn't believe it until, like, as an adult, I, like, watched, like, some old clips of him dancing, and I was like, that's extra feminine, like, the way he's moving. But I was like, it's cool, like, whatever. It was the 90s, I guess. And then I saw this movie called 6 Degrees of Separation. It's a pretty good movie. It was his first movie. I'll just get into it. So within the first 10 minutes of the movie, he's getting fucked by a hooker, a male hooker. Like, he's in this lady's house, something happens, blah, 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 blah. And, like, you hear her, she's walking down the hallway, she hears, like, sex noises. She walks in, and Will Smith has got his fucking legs spreading on, and he's getting drilled by a hooker, a male hooker. And this is in the first 10 minutes of the movie. She's like, get out, blah, 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 blah. But, and then, like, nothing like that ever happens, but it was like...
So how are people not talking about this being Will Smith's first movie? Do they not know about this?
Because no one watched it.
Oh.
Like, no one... Because the movie was good. Like, there was good acting, like, the storyline. Like, you just forget about it. But, I mean, I'll never forget him getting drilled like that. And, like, and there's nothing even wrong with it. Like, I don't...
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just like that. I didn't think that'd be his first movie, but that's cool.
And word on the street is, like... Because it was a book. And then, like, he wanted the role. And I was like, yeah, the way my masculinity is set up, I don't think I could have pulled that one off. Like, again, if that's you, do you, bro? But, Mock said, I don't know. But, yeah. Well, allegedly for him and years, Jada has been in a open relationship.
Yeah, I've heard that, too. So I'm not surprised. So, yeah, I think that's a total possibility.
That the Fresh Prince likes some fresh dick.
Everybody likes to butt play with eventually.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. That's not true.
What? I believe it is. Because why would people keep making the joke if it wasn't?
I don't know.
No. Let's see. No. Like, anytime I even feel that hand creeping, it's like, hey, what the fuck's going on back
Yeah, some
there?
dudes are like automatically like, yeah, no.
That was like, who was that? I remember when Eat the Booty Like Groceries was a thing.
Yeah.
And they were always like, oh, like, who said it? Gabrielle Union's messy ass. When she said she'd be tossing D-Wade salad like it's fucking Olive Garden.
What?
Have you ever tossed anybody salad?
What does that mean?
Have you ever licked someone's ass?
No.
Have you ever ate the booty like groceries?
No. Yeah, no.
I don't even know how you ask.
Someone asked me once to do it.
A guy or a girl?
Yeah, a guy.
So here's my thing. If you're a guy and you're getting your booty ate like groceries, how do you do that? Are you like on all fours?
Yeah.
Are you like on your
Or
back?
you're on your back and your legs are in the air. Or you're like on all fours and your ass is in the air. Or like you're standing and you have your legs open and I'm underneath you. And that's just how, like, yeah.
Like, anything that involves me laying on my back with my legs in the air, like that just, something about that.
Yeah, this one
like
dude
that.
asked me, and he was like, that was, like, the best nut ever when this girl did that. And she was, like, stroking me, and, like, she ate my ass at the same time. And I was like, I don't know how one would do.
If you could see my face right now. I'm intrigued, yet my mind is boggled at the same time. Like, how does that even... Okay, so this is going to go left really quick. There was this girl, shout out to Top 5. She's from the Best Ever podcast. We used to hang out, and there was this girl, she's never going to listen. Her name is Sheena. And Sheena had a boyfriend, and Sheena's boyfriend used to beat her unmercifully. I know, right? But it's going to go left. So
It didn't go left?
So one day she's talking about, we're like, if dude is like beating on you, like, why don't you leave? Like, she's like, oh, it's cool. Like, I get my get back. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, he lets me fuck him in the ass with a strap on. I was like, say what? Say that again? She's like, yeah, like, we have a strap on, and like, I fuck him in the ass with it. And like, when I fuck him in the ass, he calls me Sheena Daddy. So like, it doesn't really bother me that much, like, because I get it. I get even. I was like, what the fuck? Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait.
That's a fucking thing? I bet you willing to get your ass beat to pound some... Bye. Bye-bye.
I guess turnabout is fair play.
That's not... I'm sorry. You're not punching me uncontrollably just so I could fuck you. That's not happening.
I'm not saying I agree, but I mean, I could see how she thought it was fair.
Yeah. I understand, but that's not, no. I see how she thinks that's even, but it's not.
I mean, at the time, because I was like 20-something, I didn't get it. I was
if he was getting his ass beat too, then it would be even. Unless she's in his shit and beating his ass, then it's not even. You better be slapping that nigga in the back of his head as hard as you fucking can, bitch, while you're in that shit.
She was probably... There was probably some other shit going on.
Backhand the fuck out that nigga.
Whose booty hole is this? That's crazy as fuck. But then there was like so many questions. I was like, how big is it? Like, how often do you do this? Like, I was like, you know what? It's not my business. I'm just gonna veer right out of this conversation. We gotta go show.